Ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing? Good to hear. Welcome to PAX 2017. We're going to have an awesome time. So I'm introducing some great people that you are very excited about. So first up, we have a person who's competing for Stacy for the nicest person in the world, but also she works so hard it's exhausting just to be your friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Strawberry 17! Give it up for her! I said Strawberry 17, give it up for her! There she is! There she is right there. And next up, we have the amazing, a man who has released so many Minecraft videos that even Notch himself is like, yo, dude, slow down. Ladies and gentlemen, Aphmau 94! Ow! Look at him go. Look at him walk. All right, next up, we have a woman, the queen of roleplay. If they had Oscars in Minecraft, she would win them all. Ladies and gentlemen, Aphmau, get up for her. And a longtime friend, the wonderful, amazing person who has series like Bookcraft and Mind Clash. And if you talk to her for too long, she'll teach you a bunch of words. Ladies and gentlemen, Stacyplays. And last but not least, a man who has created things like Modpacks. I don't even know how to turn on a computer. So, ladies and gentlemen, Direwolf 20. Goodness, Stacy, how's it going?
Just me? It's going well. Thank
Well,
you,
I mean,
Parker.
everybody. Okay, well, start over here. Strawberry. How's your pack experience been so far?
It's been good. I just got harassed by a group of Team Skull cosplayers. They almost didn't let me into this panel. It was amazing. I almost started crying. It was great.
Oh, no. H, how's your pack experience been? What have you been up to?
It's been good. It's been an experience. I love the TCG stuff to all of it, and I've been exploring that all weekend.
That's very awesome. And how's your pack experience?
It's going really good.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah.
That is great to
Does this
hear.
work? Yeah.
And Stacy, you want to pour me a drink too?
Yeah, sure.
How's your packs?
It's great, Parker. Just let me go back to my waiter days.
Oh,
Pour
yes.
from the
Oh,
side.
thank you very much. Yes.
So you don't get ice. Did you even know that trick?
Did I get ice from the side? I didn't know that trick. That's a great thing. And then also Direwolf, how are you doing over there?
I'm doing great.
Yep.
Doing great.
How's your
Thank you.
packs?
Loving it. Checking out a lot of indie games.
Oh yes, lots of indie games going on.
I find South is the best place for indie games to check out.
Right. Have you been to all the PAXs?
Yeah.
So you know exactly what's going on.
Most of them. Every single one since the beginning of time.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
That's not true. I'm lying.
I have been to every PAX South since the beginning of time. Well, 3.
Wow. That's the beginning of time is 3 years. Started 3 years ago. So basically, we're talking today about Minecraft, how to be a Minecraft YouTuber. So going a lot of those things about, like how to start, how to have computers and all that good stuff. And I don't know what I'm talking about, so thankfully these people are here. So Megan, how did you start doing Minecraft?
Oh, so I think I started actually with like Joey Graceffa and Stacy. I think my most proudest moments were crafting dead when I didn't know how to fill up a water bucket. Yeah, I started off very rough. They kept playing and they're like, you should play with us. And I'm like, I don't understand this game. I don't know how to do it. And then we just started filming a series together and I made a really big fool of myself. But I guess you don't have to be good at Minecraft in order to make Minecraft videos, which is my whole career now. Yeah.
And H, how did you start in Minecraft?
Maybe like 4 years ago, my friend told me he was a better builder than me. I didn't accept that.
Yeah.
No.
Them's fighting words.
Yeah, so I went on Xbox 360 and started challenging him. I beat him.
Oh yeah.
Then I started making videos.
That's good. I started years ago with John with Mindplex. You guys, Mindplex is a server, so we started playing together as this little tiny people. And then we found it and we started building. I started doing videos. He started doing server stuff. And how do you? I don't even know your story. How did you start?
Oh, it was in 2012. Well, actually, 2007 is when we actually played Minecraft when it first came out and just tried the game.
No
and then
hunger
put
bars
it
or
down.
anything.
Yeah, it was weird. And then put it down. And then in 2012, my husband and I actually decided hey, why don't we try YouTube? So we decided to try Minecraft, and it actually panned out very well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Stacy, I know your story, but.
Oh, well then, should I still tell it?
Not even. Don't even try.
Mine's the same. 2012, I started playing it mostly because of Joey Graceffa, and we would go over to Megan's house, and I didn't know what I was doing at all.
You're way better than me, though.
Yeah, guess at the beginning, didn't you know a little bit more than
Actually, that's right. You were really, really bad. Joey would say, like, Stacy's so bad. Like, it's hard to play with her because she's so bad. I'm
No,
like,
but then I
"She'll
got
get
really
better."
obsessed and I would just like play it. Like I'd go over to their house and play it for a few hours and then they would just like probably go to sleep. But I would go home and like get on the server again for like 5 hours and be like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll just try. And I'd like play Hunger Games and I don't know, it just kind of turned into something more and just snowballed.
That's awesome. And then also, you have a whole new experience because you like made mod packs and that kind of thing. So how did you start uploading YouTube videos?
So I started playing right before the Nether was released, because I remember the Nether released later after I had played. And after I'd done everything in Minecraft, I really liked automating things with redstone. I stopped playing for a bit, I came back, and then I discovered the world of modding. There were a couple mods back in the day, and I couldn't find any information on how to play with these mods. So I'm like, oh, I'll just put videos up on YouTube about how to use them. And at that time, like, I didn't know YouTubing was a thing that people did. And then people said, you should do a Let's Play with these mods. And I had to like go to Google, what's a Let's Play? I had no idea, like legitimately. And it kind of snowballed from there.
Do you remember what version you were playing? Because like I came in on 1.6.4, which I think was a big one for a while.
Yeah, I remember my first modded version was 1.7.10.
Okay.
Yeah, or 1.7.3, the alpha.
Okay.
And then before that, I don't know. I just remember that I was playing for a bit and then the Nether came out. That's all I remember.
That's cool.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So talking a little bit about the programs you use and like computers and that kind of thing. So to record, I use Fraps, which I don't know if you guys use that. Kind of a terrible program, but that's how it goes.
It is, but I use it too.
Exactly. And so I think that's a good one. I don't know what you guys use to record, but
I am really a terrible person to answer this question because I started playing Minecraft on a Mac. And not even, now I have like a Mac Pro, but I started playing on a MacBook Pro with my internal microphone.
Yeah.
And I had like FPS of 2 in my early videos. I don't know why I uploaded them. I don't know why people watched them. But you can literally go back to Hexit episodes and see that I'm like, you guys, it's kind of laggy. And if you look in the corner, it's like literally 2. And I'm saying, I think I'm lagging. But then I stayed on Mac. I just bought my first like custom PC build that someone else is building for me because I have no idea how. But I use a program on Mac called ScreenFlow, which I actually can't recommend enough if you're starting out because it records your face cam and your gameplay and your computer audio. And then you can just edit it all in there. I've lost things a couple times, and that's like the worst.
it really is. That kills you when you have this amazing recording. You're like, end, and I was never recording the whole time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and that's happened too, where you just never hit record, but you thought you did, and you just were like, well, I did. I remember I did a test recording, but then did I just never hit record? I just talked for half an hour.
Yep. Or your microphone's muted the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so you have all the gameplay but no voiceover with it.
Yep.
That's the worst.
The worst. What do you guys use to record?
I use OBS. It's
Yeah.
free, and then also I'm like a bit of a freak when it comes to like settings. So I edit in Premiere Pro, so there's a lot of stuff that you can manually change. Where I started with ScreenFlow too, but the file sizes were pretty massive, and then just switched to OBS because I'm on a PC now.
Oh yeah, my files in ScreenFlow are like, sometimes they're just like 50 gigs.
Yeah, it's hard to.
And I'll do like a UHC tournament, and I'll just fill up like 300 gigs of stuff.
Yeah, but like the best thing about ScreenFlow is it records like your audio separate, which is like the nicest and cleanest way to edit. But when you don't have the file space or the time, OBS is cheap and free.
I had a terrible problem where my computer would blue screen, and so like twice a day I'd be recording something, it would blue screen, so I'd lose all my.
I remember that. I remember recording with you and be like, blue screen.
Yeah, because I would just stop talking, and you're like, oh goodness, he's out. So I had to on Fraps I had to separate the files into 2 gigs, and so now like I have after recording there's like 17 files that I have to go through and nightmares. Oh man, what do you use to record?
DX Story.
DX Story, I like
Yeah,
DX Story.
it's really nice because you can like split up the audio. So your game audio, your audio,
Right.
and like all this, and like the Skype audio. It's pretty awesome.
And that helps with editing too, because it's really hard whenever all the audio is in the same layer.
Yeah.
So you can't separate them all, and people talking over each other, and it's
And
just
then the game music is really loud.
exactly.
Now, as far as being a Minecraft YouTuber in your daily life, how do you, what's it like having a YouTube Minecraft job, basically, because it's what you do for a living? Starting with you, like, what's your day-to-day, kind of, how's...
So I'm a bad example. I still have a day job. But then usually in the evenings is when I'll record a video. I try to do one video every day, so, usually after I get out of my day job.
And how much time do you spend usually doing that?
I'd say anywhere from 2 to 3 to 4 hours, depending on, what I'm working on. And because we do the YouTube videos, I sometimes will record like 2 or 3 videos in one chunk, and then like the next day or two I don't record, right? So there's a little bit of backlog there.
Sure.
That's how I manage my time.
I don't manage my time. That's the problem. No, it's really interesting being a Minecrafter as a job because I've had lots of different jobs in the past. I've worked at an office. I've been a boss. I've had a paper route. But what's interesting about Minecraft as a job is you don't have really like sick days or weekends or holidays. Like those holidays and weekends tend to be when you want to put out your best work. And so and especially if you post every day, it can get a little overwhelming. I remember it used to be very easy for me to just crank out like 3 videos in a day and like get really ahead. And then as more people started to watch my video, I feel like there was a little bit of a pressure where I was like, oh, I want this video just to be even better than I was planning. And then it's not that I even spend that much time working on the video, it's that it's almost like I have to wait until like just that little spark of creativity hits and then do it. And I can't stick to like a really hard schedule of like, oh, I need to record my video now. It's like, I have to like feel it almost.
Yeah.
Which then is like, I feel like the most super unprofessional person because I'm like, I need to get this done. And then I'm up at like 5 a.m. like, I can do it now.
But I've noticed the best work always comes out whenever you have that feeling. Otherwise, it just feels forced and
Yeah.
it just becomes a job.
Yeah, it's a little hard because like on one end you want to be really analytical about it and like have a strict schedule and like when you need to record certain series and like when you need to upload them by. But then on the other hand, there's such a creative aspect to it as well that you have to. It's kind of a creative
training.
thing too.
It's almost like the pressure of YouTube. The thing that really like is hard is the fact that you have to be creative every single day.
Yeah.
Like every single day you have to do like just have a video every single day.
And the bigger your channel gets, the more it becomes more of like a business. Like I needed to start a business and create a corporation and have a lawyer. And
Yeah.
and when you have those kind of things going on, it's really difficult to go back to like, wait, no, now I'm like playing with my bunnies in Minecraft. Like sometimes I'm like, I just need to like not look at my email today and maybe like watch Bambi instead, and then I can record.
Totally. Yep. I've noticed that it's definitely hard to like you said, separate between the business and also the fun and professional. Just because it is something very fun. Like I would love every morning to wake up and play games, but then you have to edit it, and it's for people, and they expect a certain product from you. Basically, it's not.
Yeah, I mean that's always the comment that you get from people that don't really understand YouTube as much is like, oh, you just play video games for a living. Like, good for you.
Yeah.
You found, and it is. It's totally like a dream job. Like it's like winning the lottery in my opinion. Like it's so lucky that we get to do this. But there is a lot that goes into it, just the frustration of doing that many videos in a week. There's bound to be technical issues. Sure. You're going to be pulling your hair out because you can't figure out how to do something or something just stops working.
Well, and then doing events like this, you have to have videos prepared. If you're going
Yeah.
out for a few days, you have
Or
to
you just skip them.
What's that? Or you just don't do it.
I'm just not uploading a video today.
And the other thing about doing it is you have a lot of pressure you put on yourself because when you're self-employed and you're literally your only form of income is this, like you can't miss a day. Like you said, there's no sick days. Like if I don't make a video that day, then that's income.
You don't
and that's things that you're not doing, right?
Well, I don't know about you because you're like a mod expert and you too, because sometimes the collabs we've done, the mods you send me, I'm like, I don't understand how this is working. But especially once you leave vanilla Minecraft, like either Pocket Edition or console or just PC, and you start doing heavily modded, like sometimes things just do not work the way that they're supposed to. And like you'll just sit there troubleshooting it for like 3 hours and then you have to still film the video.
Right. And I just harass my mod developer friends who are in the audience there. I'll be like, help, why is this crashing?
Yeah.
And what do I do to fix it?
I just recently, like honestly, I'm embarrassed to say this, but it was only like maybe 7 or 8 months ago that I realized I should be making separate Minecraft folders for all my modded series. Before, I would just go in and manually change out my mods.
Oh, wow, yeah.
But I would have just the same Minecraft folder for every
Wait.
type of.
We need
You
to
can
talk
do
after the
that?
panel. Like,
Oh my God, hang on.
Yeah.
I've messed up so many of my
No,
worlds.
so
I've
then
rebuilt
so then you just have a profile for every series, and it has a separate directory in your computer.
we need to talk after this panel. I can absolutely tell you guys.
Multi-MC.
Like, yes, that's one way. There's so
Multi-MC.
many ways to do
right.
it. Yeah.
Multi-MC.
Right.
Can I be linked to that tutorial, please?
I'll help you out.
We're learning things too. This is great.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not like from the Minecraft world, like per se. I've
Well,
seen
none of us are. Like
Yeah.
it's fake.
what?
Yeah.
Well, I started YouTube in 2007 just doing lip dubs. And during then, you couldn't really make money on YouTube. You only did it because maybe you could make friends. And I was a really big loser and didn't have any friends. So I was just like, the internet is my ticket home. And it became something so much bigger than what I think we all imagined. And I have 3 channels. I have a vlogging channel where I upload my daily life. And then I have Strawberry 17, which is the main channel, where I do the kawaii cookings and like Pokemon stuff. And then I have my gaming channel. And I never took Minecraft seriously until I was asked to join the Cube. Because then I was like, oh no, they're gonna see right through me. I'm a big loser when it comes to Minecraft, and it's vanilla, and we can't go into creative. I have to show them that I'm worthy of this community. And like the Cube fans are hardcore too. I uploaded my first video just being like, whatever. And then they're like, oh, we're so excited for you to be in this series. Like Stacy was in it and da-da-da-da. And then I started watching all the videos, and I'm like, I need to learn how to do everything, and I need to be the best. And like that really helped me become a better Minecrafter now. Like I used to just shoot them for 15 minutes and just upload them just as is. Now, some of my kawaii craft builds can take me like 2 days. And it's embarrassing to say that, but like I'll build it, I'm like, it's not good enough for my audience. I need to make this better. Like I couldn't get a Pokeball right, and it took me like a week. And people were like, why didn't you post? I'm like, listen, perfection takes time.
I always say that though, like the best advice I give to people is just join a server with your friends, because you'll learn so much. Because I was the same way when I joined the Cube. I think one of the first things I did, H, you built the Enderman Farm, right?
Yeah.
That was like, so H built this Enderman Farm in the end where like Endermen fall from the sky somehow and just die, and you just get the experience in the Ender Pearls. Like, you could walk in and just get stacks of Ender Pearls just instantly, because Endermen were just, like, hundreds of them were dying at a time. And it was just like, how did you, like, there's so many people that are so talented at it, and I just was like, I don't understand. And then Parker had, like, this upper-level enchantment shop, which was like, what's an enchantment? At the time. I mean, this was, 2013. Simpler times.
You did some crazy stuff on the Cube, like with your minute shop or whatever.
Oh, true. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Like this was, so it was me and Stacy and H and a lot of other people. And now Megan's joined. We had a server in Minecraft, and I'm sure you guys maybe have seen it. But we would do a lot of stuff. We'd do like pranks on each other, and we had like 25 people all doing crazy stuff to each other. And so there was one time. So this was a nether farm, or this was a nether. And so we had the nether portal to go in between the homes. So what I did to one of my friends, like recreated his nether portal in the real world, in the overworld. And so when he went through the portal, he didn't know where he actually was. He thought he was lagging because he's just going back and forth to the same place. Stuff like that. It's just so fun to be a part of that community.
Yeah, I remember we made like a sheep trampoline once, because I had like a bunch of sheep in my house, but we were pushing them off and they were jumping, but lots of fun times. But I always say it's interesting to be on a panel where the topic is how to become a Minecraft YouTuber, because I think the first time I ever met Stampy, I said, well, I didn't mean to be a Minecraft YouTuber. And he was like, this was, 2013. He was like, I think everyone who is a Minecraft YouTuber right now can say the same thing. Mm-hmm. Like, we didn't mean for this to happen. So it's always interesting when people say, like, how can I do it? Because I'm like,
I don't know.
It's interesting because I never meant to. But
I don't know that there's any secret sauce, right? Like, there's no like special combination. If you do this and then this and then this and then this, you'll be successful. Like, I don't think it works that way.
I think it goes
mean,
back
there's
to
little tips that you
yeah.
can give. Like, I don't know. Do you guys want to like give a tip?
Oh,
that you can
sure,
think
yeah.
of?
So what are some qualities that you think that, you know, in your life that helped you?
One thing that I've always said is if you're going to upload, like, do it on a regular schedule. Like, I do every day. You don't have to do every day. But if you do it once a week, make it every Wednesday. Because your viewers will like, oh yeah, that's right, it's Wednesday and this guy's video comes out and I want to watch it, and then that becomes a cycle, right? And then people get used to it.
That's fantastic advice, I think.
I think my advice is probably true for most things in life, is that you just have to, like, there's some quote that's like, if you start today, like a year from now, you'll be farther ahead than if you didn't start. I did not say that eloquently, okay? But no, the point is I could have easily just been like, oh, I don't have like a really good recording system, and like I don't really know what I want my channel to be. And I could have just said, I'll do it next year, or like I'll do it when I have a really good idea. But I just started, and I just kept going. And that's kind of how it built. So my advice always is just don't get hung up on, you know, what software do I need. Like, just start with what you have. If you're using like your phone for your face cam or something, like just start, because then you can, you know, change things as you go along. And just do what interests you. Like, when I started, I was like, okay, well, I want to pick some mods that I like. So I picked just like dog mods. And like I called it Dogcraft, and at the time I was like, that's probably really lame. Like, I'm such a nerd, like I just want to go rescue dogs. Like, truthfully, I was just obsessed with rescuing dogs in real life, so I was like, I need a distraction, because I'm going to get kicked out of my apartment if I keep bringing home dogs from shelters. But it turned into something that people liked because it was unique to me. So I would say, you know, really follow your interests.
And don't be afraid, like she said, about not having the right thing. Like, my first few videos, if you look, you'll notice that there's like every 30 seconds there's a cut. That's because I was using the free version of Fraps that has a 30-second limit on it. If you look at the very first few videos, and I was using like an audio jack mic from like 1992.
Nice.
That's fantastic. Do you have any advice for people trying to get started?
I guess it would just be like, be yourself, honestly, because the thing that's gonna suck is like, if you do something that you're not happy with, and I think we've all done something that we, you know, put up that we weren't like incredibly happy with, and you're just like, I don't really like that and stuff. And really, it's just do what you enjoy doing, because the worst thing is to get an audience that likes you for something that you don't like to do, and then they like you for that, and that's how you make your money. That's how you do your job. And
YouTube 101.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man,
Preach.
so many people who have gotten stuck doing things they don't like doing because they thought like,
you
oh,
have
this got
to
me
do
to the
it.
top.
Like, yeah, it's your job now. Like,
Yeah,
it's so
you see
if you
people
do
dip
something
off.
and you start it, make sure you like it and you love doing it, because if you don't, then it's not like gonna be as great as you would want it to be.
Absolutely.
So.
So in about 5 minutes or so, we're going to open up for questions. If you guys want to get prepared for that, just want to let you know.
Do you want to do the Twitter thing too?
Oh, true, we can do that. So if you guys want to do on Twitter, hashtag MC questions, like Minecraft questions. I'll be looking through that. We can get some of your questions. So there's that. I would say being able to learn and to adapt. And so, you know, starting with something, starting with your iPhone, but then learning, you know, like, oh, now I can make it better by going on the computer, or I can, you know, upgrade my microphone now, or that kind of thing. Like, being willing to adapt and to learn to new things and to listen to people. And that's, I guess, why you're here, is you're learning new things. So you're already on your way there.
How many people have a channel? Have your own YouTube channel?
Goodness,
Wow.
that's
awesome.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
that's
good.
definitely good.
All right.
Oh, it's definitely have fun. Like, my entire channel blew up once the cube happened, and that was just like a project where like, I want to play with you guys and I want to play with others, so let's just start a server and start playing together. And then like a month later, we all gained like triple our size or whatever, and it just kept growing and growing. So we wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't having fun, and the audience wouldn't have liked it nearly as much either.
Sure.
Like, other people can see that you're not having fun too. Megan?
I guess you don't have to be good, and don't be afraid of looking stupid, because I guess people subscribe to that. So, Strawberry 17. What's up?
Dropping that self promo in there.
Make sure you click the
Subscribe.
little bell at the top.
Oh, yes.
Don't forget about that bell.
All right. So
Yeah, that's my whole thing, has been playing, because I actually didn't play video games probably from like 1997 until Minecraft. Like I didn't play PC games, like I didn't do anything, but I thought Minecraft looked fun. And I think I was so bad at it that people were like, this is actually entertaining.
This is hilarious, yeah.
That you just die. I mean, my catchphrase for the first like year was I died. That was like what people were like, you should make a shirt with your catchphrase. And it's like, no. It's like, that's a terrible catchphrase. I died? Like, I don't want, kids asking for, like, can I get an I died shirt?
I'd buy one.
Actually, yeah, that's probably a good call.
Yeah. We thought that one
The
through.
new I
clearly.
died shirt. Yeah.
I remember
Or you
the,
could died, D-Y-E-D.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
I died.
I
But that
remember
was
this time that Joey told me, he's like, you know what? Stacy's actually getting really, really good at like Hunger Games. And I was like, Joey, stop, just stop. And he's like,
messing with
no, actually, she keeps like killing me. She's actually getting really, really good.
I passed him at one point, and I think he was like, huh? Because, like, for so long, I was so bad. Like, I didn't intend I died to be my catchphrase. I just died that often. But then I kind of, once I joined the Cube, I got, a lot more knowledge about the game itself. So now I still say I'm a noob, but really, I know a lot about Minecraft now. Totally. So I think, and he has so much else going on, too, besides Minecraft, that I just made my life Minecraft for, like, 2 years. So I think when we came back to it and I was actually okay at it, he was like, huh?
Yeah.
What's happening here? So we have an awesome question from Will W. Says, what would you like to be added in Minecraft if you could add any feature?
I have something.
Hit us.
Okay. It's not like my favorite animal or anything, but I just think it'd be really good. So I think in the savannah, there should be kangaroos. And you should tame them with tall grass. And if they have a joey in their pouch, it should work like polar bears where they'll be aggressive, but if not, they're passive. And then if there's not a joey in their pouch and you tame them, you should be able to store things in their pouch like a chest, and it would follow you around.
You were prepared. Yeah, that's good.
Wow.
Dude, that is
Thank
serious
you.
business.
Thank you.
Don't we have a modder here that can do that?
Yeah, maybe.
Can we set this up right now?
That was my answer, is there's nothing, because I work with a bunch of mod developers that I know, so I'll just be like, hey, I have an idea for something. Hey, you. Add this as a mod feature.
You guys have anything? I have no idea.
I liked what Stacy said.
Thank you.
I also like what Stacy said.
I actually got to, I don't even know how I got this lucky, but I met up with someone who, actually, I think you introduced me to them, to Snowshock,
Yes.
who then introduced me to someone else, and they like built me a mod
Yep.
where you have like all these different kind of wolves that spawn in different biomes. So there's like a blaze wolf that's like on fire, and like a desert wolf that has like a cactus for a tail, and there's like a prismarine wolf that only spawns in the ocean monuments, and it can breathe underwater. And you can like tame them all by building different bones. And so like I wrote down, like I can come up with the idea. Like I wrote down, here's all the wolves, here's what they would look like, here's what you'd use to tame them. But I never thought it would actually get made. And then they made it, and it was like, okay.
That's really cool.
That's what I think is cool about Minecraft. It's a platform for other things, right? Like you can have like role-play adventures, you can have modded content, you can have mini games and PvP and skyblocks. There's literally no end to the ways that you can play Minecraft, and that's what I think makes it such a phenomenon. Like it's not just like you play the game this way and everybody does the same. Like no, you can talk to 20 different people and find 20 different ways to play Minecraft. Right.
Yeah, I mean, people that are just focusing on PvP and factions, and people who focus on roleplay, like they're complete opposites.
I can't build to save my life. I build square houses out of cobblestone.
But you know
but I can
Thaumcraft, though.
Right, exactly, right? So like
Some of those modded things are just like, I failed high school math. I can't do this. Find me some animals.
So we have a question from Jessica. It said, how old should you be to start? Which I think is an interesting question.
I don't think there should be, like, you have to start at this age, but I think you should be comfortable enough to where you can accept, like, people bashing you on the internet, really.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a hard place.
yeah, expect negative feedback, unfortunately.
Yeah,
sometimes.
One thing I never did was I never made a screen name. I used just my actual name from the beginning. And if I was starting out, I would say, maintain your anonymity. You know, keep yourself protected online. Use a name that, you know, is just like a nickname until it, you know, it turns into something more.
And, go ahead.
Anemone.
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 The other thing I would say is
Terrarium.
if you're young enough to ask that question, ask your parents' permission.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I started doing, I would say I was doing YouTube at 14 years old, probably. Now, that was, I was okay with it. I have no shame. And so, you know, you get terrible comments that it's like, wow, this person took time to say this horrible thing. And so you have to be aware that that is happening and be aware, and you can let that go and know that that's just a random person online and it's going to be okay. And it's, you know, put it aside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just having the mental capacity to deal with that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, it's not like, I mean, it probably does hit us every now and then, but I mean, we know better, like, it's probably like, you know, it's just someone who's just this person who's just like, you know.
He's having a bad day.
Yeah,
You could-
they
whatever
probably
you
had a
want.
bad day or something. So,
I experienced
being
that
able
with
to deal with that.
a lot of my mod author friends is they'll have a mod that's small and everybody loves it and there's always positive feedback. And then all of a sudden it gets really popular and now there's like thousands and tens of thousands of people playing it and all of a sudden there's a percentage of people that don't like it and give them negative feedback and they don't know how to make that culture shift from it used to be 100% positive feedback to now I'm getting some negative and this is hard to deal with. And you just have to remember that for every like 10 people who are like vocally negative, there's probably thousands of people who are quietly content.
Yeah, I mean, that's always something when you look at, you know, you might see that there's 1,000 comments, but if your video has 10,000 views, then, you know, don't take 2 negative comments to heart because
Right.
look at all the people that are still supporting you.
Right, exactly.
Would collabing be a good way to start YouTube?
No.
no.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. It depends.
So back to the topic of scheduling and being in the right mindset to record, that's really hard when you're collaborating with someone because you have to have a schedule that works together. The more people you collab with, the more difficult it is to schedule that. This is when we're going to record and we're all in the right mindset thing.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, it's great to grow a channel. You know, if you have a channel and someone else does, and you guys have similar audiences, or you guys have different audiences, you come together, and now you're mixed. And now
Right.
your audiences are mixed. That's a great way to build an audience.
Yes,
And
it
I think
definitely helps,
it's fun to find ways to collab where you're not uploading the same video, right? Because like I did that a lot where I would collab like with Joey and we would upload the same exact video. And so I think it's better if you
Right.
can find a way to collab where each video is unique.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
That's
yeah, I've
definitely
seen
a
a
good
lot of
idea.
people that'll collab, they'll film the exact same thing. Yeah, it's important to film your own
Wait.
unique content.
They said Roblox was better. I just realized what they said.
Wait, what did he say?
Oh, God. We gotta be right back. Sorry, I just realized what they said.
Well, I'm looking at some things here.
Are we doing
You want
this?
to ask the audience
Yeah,
question?
all right, let's open up some
because-
questions in the audience. Do you have a question for us? All right, let's hear it.
Stacy, out of all the mind clashes you did with Grazer, which one was your favorite?
Oh man, was there ever a Mind Clash without Grazer? Because that would be
I was
my
excited
favorite.
without Grazer, and you're still brought into this.
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, off the top of my head, episode 100 was really great. I liked that one because I won.
Spoiler alert.
And then the stream one was awesome because I'd never done a stream, so that
That
was
was
really.
5 hours,
It was
yeah.
a 5-hour stream.
That is a long.
That was exciting.
How was that? Streaming
It was
5 hours.
It was stressful because I hadn't streamed yet, and I did a test stream too. My first ever YouTube test stream, I didn't realize I was streaming. So it was like 10 minutes of me just like clicking around, like going into, like, I'm like, am I live yet? And I don't know. And then I like finally refreshed YouTube and I was like, 10,000 people. And
This
I
is
had
embarrassing.
No idea.
What if you like did something where you like
I
with
know,
your nose or
I know.
something like that?
That's so what I think too. Or like, what if I like called my mom and was just like, la la
Or if
la.
like, man, I really hate doing this stuff.
I was streaming at the same exact time as that was happening. People were coming into my stream warning me about you trying to save
Really?
you. Yeah,
Oh my God, why didn't you message me?
because it was funny.
I did the
was
same thing
scary.
one time where I streamed for 10 minutes and I was like doing weird dances and I was like singing to the camera and stuff, listening to music. And I go on Twitch and I'm like, oh goodness, I've been streaming this entire time. No, it's
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
that was a good episode though. Thank you.
All right,
Do we wanna keep
next
going?
question.
Oh, if you have like two passions and like drawing and gaming, and you start your channel drawing, how can you transfer onto gaming?
I think that's a good question.
Definitely.
I mean, I have many things that I love, and a lot of them are taking a lot of my time. Where it's like I love video games. I also love doing YouTube videos. I also like doing this 18 other things. So I think it's a way to incorporate all of them. So it's like if I like to make videos and draw, I'll do something where I will draw on the videos, and that way I can do both at the same time. I think that's a great way to.
Yeah, I would incorporate them. There's like those new VR games where you can draw, like.
Sure.
I think Cupquake did one, and I'm not artistic at all, so I'm like, I'm not doing that. But I would like play games where you can draw too, and kind of like do a slow transition that way.
Yeah.
There's also like mini games, like I know Mindplex has a game where you could like draw in game and then they guess it too.
Yeah.
That could be a good way.
Yeah. Oh, you have a question?
Yes. Do you have any suggestions for starter cameras?
Starter cameras. Well, it really depends on the budget. I would say for something, well, you know what? Phones.
Yeah.
iPhones are actually, they have great quality cameras now, and you can record in 1080p, and you just set it up on, on a trash can or whatever you want to, and it costs you nothing. You already have a phone.
The Logitech camera that's like $79.99, that one is great because phones can be expensive
That's
and iPhones lag a bit. Sometimes the audio doesn't match up and there's a lot of like corruption with their video files. They are great, like the 7
just
Plus,
looked it up.
but who can afford that? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
it's
best
like
one.
C920.
C9,
Yeah,
Logitech
C920.
C920.
That is
think that's
the
it.
best one you could get, and I think it's 1080, isn't it?
I would say so.
I think so.
Yeah, and it's great, and the audio isn't too bad too. You just got to work with what you got, but that's standard.
And do you have a question?
Oh, she had a question for Jess.
Aphmau, what are all your Minecraft My Street characters like inspired by real people?
They are.
Wow.
Yeah, well, not to the T, but they are inspired by real peoples and personalities that they have. So, like, traits that they have from them are incorporated into the characters, but the characters themselves are not representative of an entire person. So, yeah.
That's good, because then it becomes,
Oh, it'd be
bad.
awkward.
Yeah.
It'd be very awkward when
There's a
someone
friend
calls
of
me and say,
mine.
"Excuse me, I went through this. Can you please copyright stuff?" I'm like, "Okay, well, no."
By the way, you two are my favorite YouTubers.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a question for us?
I have two questions. One, Aphmau, is that a Napstablook shirt?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
They sell it down at the PAX thing. So. Yes.
Two, have y'all ever played the Lucky Block Challenge?
Lucky Block? No.
In real life or in Minecraft?
Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
We would not be sitting here if we'd played it in real life.
Very true.
We would be
That's
dead.
very dangerous very quickly.
Godzilla would be around.
I've done a couple videos with Lucky Blocks, not that many, but probably like 10 videos where I've opened them. And then I have a series called Mystic Mesa, and I opened the Pandora's boxes. Those are no joke.
So as a Modpack creator, what are your thoughts on Lucky Blocks?
They're definitely interesting. They add variety, and I mean, I see a lot of streamers use them a lot. That's one of the biggest is people who
Just
stream.
like
and use
it's,
them
you have no idea if you're going to die, if you're going to get something cool, that chance.
Yep, they're a lot of fun.
Do you have a question, dude?
How many series do you have in total?
Right now there's only one currently. I mean, like, there's a bunch of, like, mini games and stuff, but, like, in terms of, like, actual series like My Street, it's just one for right now, but there are a few more coming out that are, like, completely new, so. Woo! Yeah.
All right, hit us.
Okay, so I have one for all of you, and then I have one for Aphmau. Okay. Out of all of your series that you're currently doing, which one is the hardest to make?
Do you want to go
That's a
down the
tough
line?
question.
Yeah, let's go down the line.
The hardest one for me to make right now is Bakecraft. I do that with my boyfriend John, and we live together. And I'm in a loft, so we don't have rooms. So we have to like separate our computer stations, and his is on the other side, and he does voice acting, so he doesn't have like vocal control. So when he's like talking or is really excited, he's just like blah, and you can hear him in my recording, and I'm just like, John, you have to like figure out like your range. So that's like really tough too. And then it's like based off of our relationship, and he just proposed, but now we're like planning a wedding, and then like his
In
mom-
Minecraft.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, I wanted to invite everyone. It's going to be on my server. You guys should come to our wedding. It's a really big event that we're doing.
Wait, really, or in Minecraft?
In Minecraft. I know.
Okay,
In
alright.
Minecraft, not in real life, because his mom texted him and is like, "Are you engaged?" everyone thought we really got like.
Well, you scared me
engaged.
just then.
Oh really? Oh, guys, it's Minecraft.
You didn't tell me.
Oh. Man, I'm really bad at telling stories. I guess it makes sense that his mom was confused. But yeah, so like, and then we want to have kids in the game in Baycraft. So, gosh, this is really weird now.
So the answer is Baycraft.
Okay, anyways, yeah, so just Minecraft. There's all these like steps that we have to take for the series to be like really great. I know, I don't even want to talk anymore. I'm sorry. I feel embarrassed. It's just difficult, okay? That's all.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wait, what's the hardest series?
I don't think I can follow that up.
No.
Harmony Hollow. It's just like a Let's Play server. Just trying to be creative. Like every time I do it, it's like spending like 3 hours just thinking, and then starting to do it in Minecraft. It's just that all over again. Kind of like the Cube How.
Yep.
Yeah, we have to come up with something new every episode or something like that.
You could build my house. You could just get started
You want
on that.
me to build? Have you seen
Maybe
my
just
house?
hollow out that whole area. That'd be great for me.
Harmony Hollow it out.
Harmony, hollow it out, bro.
Fun. So,
You
I
love them.
think well, the hardest series. Let's see. So I do a series like I'm trying to do something where I have games and I recreate that in real life with different things. So there's a game called RuneScape, which is a very old game, and that involves like suit of armor and that kind of thing. So I dressed up in a suit of armor. I rented one, which was like the coolest thing in the world. So I went around like asking people for quests, which is it's a difficult series because that's going outside. Because the sun.
But you've also done Hunger Games series where you have like a really specific challenge, right?
Right.
Like you have to like kill someone by like dropping an anvil on their head or
that's
something
true.
within like 20 minutes.
So I've done like 70 episodes of a challenge series. So the first they're really easy. It's like kill this dude
Using a bow and arrow.
Not in Minecraft, but then it gets harder and harder. So it's like drop an anvil on somebody's head, and it's like that takes me 4 days of trying to get this thing done. So yeah, that can be very hard.
For me, it's definitely My Street and any role play that is produced because a lot goes into it. It's basically a full-blown production in real life, but in Minecraft. So the idea is that there's a script that is written there's 3 of them that come out a week or like around that range. So there's like a script written which takes like hours to do. There's I have an entire company built around this,
awesome.
built around doing this and built around so there's someone who takes care of filming whose name is Will, and he's probably somewhere around here. He left. Oh, he left. Anyway, but there's someone for filming. There's there's tech, what my husband does. There's there's body actors. There's voice actors that we hire out to do actual voice acting for it, and so it takes a long time to produce these.
Wow, that's
so
cool.
it requires almost an entire team to do it, and before we were doing Jason and I were doing it alone, and now it's just so much easier because we can actually live our lives.
It is really nice having a full team of people that are all
Yeah.
good in certain areas.
Yeah. So it's awesome.
I think I would say Dogcraft is my hardest series to film at the moment just because it's my oldest. I think I'm on episode 273 or something.
Million? I see that.
But it started at 1.6.4 and then I moved it to 1.710, but it also has, I stupidly built my house in the middle of a redwood forest, which those trees have so many leaf blocks, and I use shaders, and so all of those leaf blocks are moving, and I have probably 200 dogs. So the amount of entities that I have in that area, I'm at 7 FPS now, which is why I got the PC, because I was I can't, it's really hard to record Dogcraft. And then I've been doing some 360 Minecraft videos recently with the replay mod, and it's where you can actually use a VR headset or just move your phone. And those take a little bit to record too, because instead of all doing it within ScreenFlow, I have to export them from the replay mod and then put them into Adobe Premiere Pro, and then export them as a VR video. So it's hard for me to learn new things because I'm old now.
Okay, calm down.
Sorry.
I feel like you guys are so much more professional than me because I'm just I don't know, I record with a friend of mine and our schedules conflict. That's all I got. They're well, we have a team of people. And I'm No. That's the toughest one for me is
I
usually
mean, if
scheduling.
you have a full-time job, then that's
Yeah, that
Yeah,
helps too,
that's-
right, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so scheduling is usually what I have trouble with. Like, I'd like to do more collabs and record more with people. And then often people are like, why don't you bring this series back or bring that series back? And I'm like, well, those series are the ones that take the most time, and time is really just my limiting factor.
Oh, hey, Jess, what's your favorite Undertale character that is not Frisk?
Sans. Papyrus. Toriel?
Virus.
All of them?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, it's gonna change next month, but it's probably gonna be for right now, Sans.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
You have a
Oh,
question?
but I did actually come up with an answer. Is the series Wrenched that I did was my hardest to do. Does anybody remember Wrenched out there in the audience? Yeah. It was a modded game based off of the show on Food Network Chopped.
Oh.
So it's you get 4 mystery items from different mods, and you have to build a cool contraption within a time limit. It's a fun series, but you have to get 4 contestants and 3 judges, and that's the collaboration time. It's like, how do we get 10 people together on a server
Yeah,
that
that's
have
hard.
enough time
So
to record
hard.
3
Yeah.
rounds, and yeah.
It's always them.
Where's our love over here?
You're my favorite.
Oh, yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, so hi, my name is Luna, and I wanted to ask if you guys could create your own like Minecraft roleplay series, what would the characters like kind of be, like their personality and all that? And Aphmau, since you already do roleplays, if you could make a new series, what kind of characters and personalities?
So let's write a whole new series right now.
Okay.
All right. How about just this panel?
That
Would be an entertaining cast of characters.
It's interesting because people always ask me to do role plays. Well, first of all, Parker and I did a role play called Mesa Valley.
That was so fun.
But people always say like, how come you never do role plays? But like, Dogcraft is a role play. And so I kind of have like myself and my actual real life pets in the series. So my 2 dogs, Paige and Molly, and then my dad's dog, Polly, and then my cat, Milktoast, who I actually had in Minecraft for like a whole year, and then randomly found on the side of the road a cat that looked exactly like him. And he was like injured and hurt, and I kept him, and people were like, you have to keep him, you found him. So I would
So
just,
the opposite happened, where you create a character and then it became a real life character.
yeah, that tends to happen. Like I also built like a little wood cabin in Dogcraft, and then like a year later, like that, I bought a cabin. So like I tend to like manifest.
You're slowly becoming your Minecraft
I
character.
am. I
Self-fulfilling
am.
prophecy.
You start walking around
It
like
is.
this.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'd have to think about it forever. I have no idea what
Yeah, that's a tough
characters we
one.
create.
I would be
Yeah.
giving you spoilers if I said anything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I can't say anything.
Ooh. And can I just say, Luna has a YouTube channel where she does the hula hoop with fire.
What?
So you should check that out.
Whoa, that's crazy.
What's the channel?
What's it called?
Baby Luna 2005.
Okay.
Man.
I'm
Can I
scared
try
of
that
fire.
afterwards? Do you have one with you? That's dangerous. Never mind.
I don't have a fire one, but I have a light up one.
Nice.
You could pretend it's fire.
Aphmau, out of all the Sky Media people, which one is your favorite to collab with?
They're watching right now.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking right now. I'm like,
Pick your favorite friend in front of all your other friends.
pick all my favorite. Adam? No, it would definitely be Adam. It would definitely be. I think because he's the one who like introduced me to everybody, so like he definitely would be the first one. But yeah, thank you.
I have a question for everybody.
Favorite game to play other than Minecraft? Good question. I don't really play a lot of games.
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I've been playing this really like unknown game called Overwatch. I doubt anybody's heard of it, but like I am hopelessly addicted right now, and I need to stop.
I'm really engrossed right now in tic-tac-toe, and
Nice.
I've heard of that one.
I can't stop. I honestly can't. It's scary.
Yeah.
Final
You're
Fantasy
literally
14.
the worst with that too. Like my autograph is almost a tic-tac-toe board, and
So he has
he'll-
the H, and then I'll make it a tic-tac-toe board, and I'll play it, you know, with his signature.
Yeah.
And he does not like that. He's not a fan.
no, because it's my signature, and you're ruining it.
It's funny though when viewers find out that you play other games than what you're known for playing. People are like, I could never imagine playing a shooter. Like you just play Minecraft, right? Like that's all you do all the time. And I'm like, no, I like to
Well,
play Overwatch.
I'm always interested. I meet a lot of YouTubers who play a lot of video games, like, and they don't record them. And I now am to the point where I only play video games when I'm recording them. But I'm always like, I guess I watch a lot of TV, and maybe they don't.
It's a nice break from there because, like, for me, I play Final Fantasy 14 like religiously every day.
But you don't stream it or
I don't
anything?
stream it. I don't
like,
do anything with it, but I play it, and I also played The Last Guardian recently, and then I just finished watching Resident Evil, and like, so I am all over the place. But like, nobody knows that I do this stuff on the side.
Yeah.
So I mean, but like, I tweet about it sometimes. So I mean,
That's
if you
so
follow my
interesting to
Twitter, you'll know
me.
that I actually do other things.
It's a nice way to
I would
unwind.
watch you play The Last
It's a
Guardian.
relaxed kind
I'm
of
just
thing.
saying.
Yeah, like I grew up on Nintendo, so like I've played like loads of like Mario Kart, obviously, and other stuff, and that's just.
Switch is coming out.
Oh my gosh, are you good at Mario Kart? I am a champion. I won a Disney XD trophy and everything, so I think this has to happen.
I got my
You
DS.
challenge the pro.
Oh, I got my DS too, actually.
But my DS is in the crowd over there. I'll go get it.
Okay.
It's not true. She's just scared.
I'll get my DS.
Oh man.
Wait, what's happening?
The championship is happening right now. Games, so you play Pokemon.
Oh,
You
yeah.
love Pokemon. I'm the same with Stacy, where like, I usually only play games when I record them. That's kind
Yeah.
of,
I'm addicted to Plants vs. Zombies on my iPhone.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know why. And like I've beat every level, but I just like if I'm ever bored and I'm like watching a YouTube video, I'll just pull out my phone and play it. And there's no point. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Parker, you're my favorite.
Woohoo!
There it is.
Do you have a question for us?
It's actually for Aphmau.
It's been brought.
Oh, got it. All right, well, she's back.
What?
With a
She has a
with
question
a what?
for
Vaporeon? Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, do you have
What was
you
the
have a
question? Sorry.
I have the mod Minecraft Comes Alive, and I realized that some of your roleplay characters actually have the same name. So did you get it from?
Yeah. So when I started doing Minecraft, I originally started with Minecraft Comes Alive, and I started my role plays using those characters, and I would just talk to them. Even though they couldn't talk back to me, they would just say random things at the time. But the one that it's probably custom NPCs, right? Yeah, so that one is made by Nopes, who I'm actually really good friends with. I haven't and when I spawned the names, some of them were like names. I was like, all right, I need a name for a character really quick. That one. So I picked them and I was like, hey, I did your name, and he was like, oh, that's awesome. I just put in a random generator and pulled it out. So it's funny because all he did was just like put the names in a random generator, and then I was just like, I like that name. That's great. You have a great name. And he was just like, I just put in a random generator. So, so yeah, that's probably where they come from.
I have another question. How did you start out, and like how do you start out for new people that actually want to do it?
I guess it's writing really, and like having like creativity and stuff, because I used to do writing a lot in middle school and high school, and I had this book where I would just write like random stuff, and then I discovered a computer and I started having a document where I would write random stuff, and they never really got out, and then eventually I just started like before we were a gaming channel, and then we turned into a roleplay channel, and then that's when I discovered I could just bring that back. So just kind of starting out, writing your own things and doing your own stories, and then eventually incorporating that into what you do. So yeah,
That's good.
you're welcome.
Awesome. Do you have a question for us as well?
It's for Aphmau. Who is your favorite ship on my street?
All of them, really? I'm obviously there's one that's canon and it's totally like, you know, the main one, but like there hasn't been one that I have not liked. Like I've liked all of them because they'll have like good qualities and sometimes, but I guess I would say, is it I don't want to answer because I know that I can't choose. You don't know shipping fans. You don't know how they get. I'm just gonna go with the canon one with Aphmau for now. But all of them have great qualities, so yeah.
I like your shirt.
Thank you. It matches my DS. Yes, I'm ready.
I can't believe you have a question too. Oh, thank you.
Ooh, yeah, it's getting hard.
So what was the question?
How do I get the names for all of my pets? Because I have like a lot of pets. So I used to take user suggestions for my Dalmatians. I named 101 Dalmatians after different viewers. And then sometimes I'll do like an audience poll, or I'll ask people what I should name it, and I'll take it from the comments. Sometimes it's names that I like, that I came up with. Like I named my cat Milk Toast, which everyone was like, that's so weird, but it actually means something. It means like a shy person. And then I actually, my mom comes up with a lot of the names for my stuff. She named UHC, the series. She named mine Clash. She came up with the name Poganip, who's my Pegasus in Mystic Mesa. So she's like my secret weapon for naming.
That's very cool.
I just call her, say, hey, it's a Pegasus, it's white, and I love it. And she's like, Poganip. It means like the frost. And it's like, I didn't know that. Okay, that's a great name.
Very cool. Yeah, you have a scheduled call with your mom. You're like, yo, Mom, I need some names. What you
She's
got?
like on retainer now. Like, it's like she's like an employee
She's
of
on
mine.
salary,
Like,
yeah.
Mom, I need that name by 5 o'clock.
Do you have another question?
Stacy,
Yes.
you need to stop rescuing dogs in Mystic Mesa.
I know. I have this series where I have all the different kinds of wolves, and I have so many plans to do builds, but I just get animals every episode. It's like I just finished my house. It's like episode 50, and it's like I just have a house now.
Episode 50, I have a door.
Yeah.
I have a house just made of dogs themselves. All right, so I think we can do 2 more questions. I think that's all we can do.
So this is for Aphmau. What's your favorite custom map you've played?
Custom map. Ooh. I guess that would be like one that was been built. I can't think. There's so many. I like the dropper, honestly.
The dropper?
The dropper is really fun.
That one's really cool.
That one's really fun. It's like you kind of get engulfed in trying to like go into there and stuff.
Yep. It takes you a lot of time, and it gets frustrating, but it's really satisfying. When
Yeah,
you
I
get
had to
the
cut
end.
out some of my dropper because I got really mad. But yeah.
And it says so you've done a lot of maps, of videos with maps.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what.
Yeah.
So that's it. All right.
Yeah. Well, I loved diversity. That was one of my favorites I did with Cupquake. Yeah.
That's a really great map.
Yeah, that was such a good map.
Well done.
I really
All right.
like skyblock maps. Skyblocks are fun.
Oh yeah, those are cool too. It's really it's well made where it's very subtle, so everything is very simple and yeah, simple. Okay. All right, we have one last question. No pressure, but super pressure.
Aphmau, what is your favorite roleplay mod?
What's what?
Favorite roleplay mod?
Favorite roleplay mod.
Favorite roleplay mod? Like, what do you use the most?
More player models.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is really, really nice. It allows you to change the skin like on the fly and stuff like that, so you don't have to go into Minecraft and like log in, change the skin, and come back. You could just do it right there, and it's like it lets you change into any other thing that you want, any other entity, and you can be that entity.
If you want to do role plays, I would say you need to mess around with more player models, custom NPCs, maybe key grip.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, we'll do one more.
Oh.
Right here.
Aphmau, have you ever like drawn a character and then after you're done making the video with it, you like turn it into
Like drawn a character and then like sketch concept and then like put it into Minecraft?
Yeah.
I've tried that actually. I haven't done it completely where like a character was born on paper and then put into Minecraft, but mostly, yeah, I haven't done that yet actually. I should do that.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you for coming out. This has been an awesome time. So we'll see
Thank
you over there.
you.
Cool. Thanks, guys.